What is up? What is cracking, collective? It's your girl Ash, aka Goddess Goals in the building. I am busy back, babies, and that's on point blank, period. To deliver a cut and dry message, some of y'all need to hear right now for y'all most high is good, okay? And if you get any type of value out of this, make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe button, drop a comment for y'all girl. It would mean the world to me. All right. So for this message, we're gonna talk about I am moving on, and I will never be the same. So what I'm getting here is that y'all are moving on from y'all past self. Y'all are moving on from y'all old self. And y'all might be telling people right now that y'all will never be the same. Maybe you are telling God right now that you will never be the same. Maybe you will tell people, like, look, I have never been the same. Since I started to believe more, since I started to believe in myself more, since I started to believe in the most highest and the most highest and the most highest power more. And maybe it was a point in time where y'all felt like things wasn't moving for y'all. And even if right now you feel like things are just not simply moving for you, but you like, man, and God, I know that you will make moves for me. You know what I'm saying? And when we talk about moves don't gotta be money moves. Moves can just be peace moves. Like, man, you know what I'm saying? It's like, man, all things around me is trying to steal my peace. But at the end of the day, God, when you give me peace, I am the peace. Any day I can wake up and have peace, then I am happy. Then you gotta know that I am happy with what I have, because at the end of the day, I got my peace. We have people out here that may not have as much as other people. And we are okay with not having much as other people, but at least we have our peace. I'm talking to the people that may not have much, but they bring peace to other people. They bring that energy to other people. They bring that love to other people. At one point in time, maybe even the people that is bringing peace to other people was disturbing the peace. Disturbing a lot of people's peace. Maybe you felt like that, man, how can I bring peace to people if I'm not the peace for myself, or I'm not the peace for other people? Those that I'm talking to, y'all might even get so irritated when people disturb y'all peace. Like, man, you do not know how much I value my peace. You don't know how much I value my sanity. Maybe they just don't know, collective. Maybe they just don't know how much it takes for you to walk away from certain situations that could break you. Maybe they don't know how much it takes for you to be cool, calm, and collected. Maybe they don't know how much. Maybe they never knew how much. I'm always getting if you know what it took. We are all on different levels. Mentally, spiritually, emotionally, financially, all these. So the person next to you may know what it took, but then again, the person next to you may not know what it took. That person may not know how hard it is for you not to just snap on them, right? Or simply clap back on them. Like, look, I could clap back on you, but I'm not going to clap back on you, right? You know what I'm saying? When I was younger, Ja Rule was my favorite rapper. You know what I mean? Alright. Y'all know that. Now don't throw no shade at me now. But I have to be honest, you know? I gotta be honest. But other than that, right? Some people don't know how much it takes for you to get up and do what you gotta do. have the strength to get up and do what you gotta do. Get up and have the strength to not be an emotional wreck, right? Some people may look at you like, man, why are you an emotional wreck? Why you just can't get up and do it? Why you just can't get up and execute it? Why are you holding yourself back? And you might be thinking to yourself like, yo, they is absolutely right. Why am I holding myself back? Why I just can't get up? Maybe y'all even pray like, man, God, I just ask that you help me get up. God, I ask that you help me to execute. God, I ask that you help me make it do what it do, right? God, I ask that you to help me. God, I ask for you to help me. Yeah. So I feel like a lot of y'all have been giving it up to God, or those that I'm listening to, y'all about to give it up to God. Like, look, God, I give it up to you. Okay? I give it up to you. I give my financial situation up to you. I give up my mental situation up to you. I give up my struggles up to you. I give up my doubts up to you. I give up my insecurities up to you. I give it up to you, because at the end of the day, only person that can deliver me through it is you. Matter of fact, you know for sure that the only person that can deliver you through it is him. And only reason why that you know this is because you have been through it. Now see, if you haven't been through it, then you wouldn't understand it. So that's why I feel like those that I'm talking to may feel like, yo, man, I got God's back, because at the end of the day, didn't nobody bring me through it but God, and God had my back. Only person I was praying to was God, and God's the only one that had my back. God was the only person that came through. Some of y'all been through something so much that, man, couldn't nobody bring you through it but God. And maybe sometimes, you know what I mean, we have to remind ourselves like, man, only person that brought me through it was God. Do you remember who brought you through it? Can you still remember who brought you through it? Don't ever forget who brought you through it. Let's get up, brought you through it. And moving on and on and on, right? And y'all kept moving on and on and on. Maybe that's why you dedicate yourself to God, because at the end of the day, when you couldn't move on, he kept you moving on. Can we get a move on? It's time to move on and on and on. And the person that I'm moving on with will be God, and that's on period. At one point in time when you didn't have God in your life, you like, man, I feel lost. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, when you didn't have God in your life, you may have felt lost. At the end of the day, when you didn't have God in your life, you felt like everything around you was just lost. Like, where am I? What am I doing? So that's why you praise God. That's why those that I'm talking to right now praises God. And I'm not a preacher. I'm not a minister. I'm not a prophet. I'm not a tarot card reader. I am a messenger. I'm just here to give a message, whatever comes to my heart, hoping that it'll help somebody else to give them a spark, a spark of faith, a spark of faith. That's what I'm here to give people, a spark of faith. Right? And to tell them like, yo, you could be a superhero. Don't ever think that you can't be no superhero. We might feel like, man, I can't fly. I don't got no super duper, you know what I'm saying? Telepathic, telekinesis powers. You are the superpower. God is your superpower. Let me tell you how super my God is. Let me show you how super my God is. Let me do the talking and the walking for my God. Somebody say, my God, and that's on period. Some of y'all might even call God like, yo, my God. At the end of the day, some of y'all might have that connection with God like, yo, my God. Maybe God has that connection with you like, look, yo, you are. You are a part of me. So as you are a part of me, you are a part of my God. And that's on period. That's what God probably is telling you right now. Never forget that you are the superpower. Never forget that I can grant you superpowers, that I can make things happen for you, that I can do miraculous things for you that you have never thought that I can do for you. Do you understand? This is what God is saying. Sometimes y'all may have been lost, right? When I was talking about y'all have been lost, right? Y'all have been like astray, right? Maybe some of y'all have been homeless, right? Maybe y'all had nowhere to go, right? Maybe y'all had nothing to eat, right? But God still brought y'all through, right? Somebody came through at the last minute to come through with the last minute, right? Y'all was victorious at the last minute, right? Y'all was triumphant at the last minute, right? Y'all was successful at the last minute, right? Y'all won at the last minute, right? When everything may seem dark around you, when everything may seem like you couldn't do it, you won. He came through for you. And I'm not here to debate with anybody. I wish people would stop debating. It's not no debate. Whatever you trying to debate on, let people be people. One thing that I did hear somebody say is like, look, you can't change everybody. Even though you're trying to change the world, you can't change everybody. Some people are going to believe what they're gonna believe, and that's okay. And at the end of the day, as long as they have respect for what you believe, why can't we respect what each other believe and keep it moving, keep it pushing? A lot of y'all that I'm talking to, y'all, mind y'all business. A lot of y'all mind y'all business because God might be warning y'all of something. Or God warns y'all of something. God warns y'all to have caution or be cautious around certain people. Because certain people will try to hurt you. Certain people will try to belittle you. Certain people will try to put you down. Certain people will try to knock off your crown. Why? Because they want their opinion to be bigger than your opinion. They want their opinion to be your opinion. And if your opinion doesn't match with their opinion, it's a problem. Why is it a problem? That's my problem. It's like, why is it a problem? Y'all are causing problems that don't even need to be problems. Let's create solutions. Are you the solution or are you the problem? When y'all communicate, I feel like y'all divinely communicate. Those that I am talking to, y'all angels around y'all are communicating. Maybe y'all angels are around y'all all the time. Like, let's go, we moving on and on. Hey, we moving on and on and on. Hey, we moving on and on and on. Let's go. Hey. Even when people boldly disrespect you, right? They say something to you, right? You're like, hey, I'm moving on and on. We keep on walking. People shouting at you. People evil eyeing you. People cussing you out. People honking at you. People throwing stuff at you. Whatever it is. We moving on and on and on. We walking. We walking through it. Like, let's go. We moving on and on. And nothing will never be the same. At one point in time, or at one point in time, that's what I'm talking about. At one point in time, that means in the future. That is what God is telling me. In the future, you're gonna keep on walking and moving on and on and on. It doesn't matter what chaos is around you. It don't matter if the next person next to you doesn't get with you, the next person on the side of you doesn't like you. You gotta keep on moving on and on and on, meaning walking forward, straight forward. We looking forward. Let's go forward. Everything is forward. Our victory is forward. Our justice is forward. Our peace is forward. Our miracle is forward. Everything that we came here to do is forward. Are y'all ready to move forward? I might be sitting there like, oh, are y'all ready to move forward? And I'm back in my brain like, oh snap, are we ready to move forward? You know what I'm saying? But sometimes, I don't know, it gotta be somebody in the Bible that was maybe scared. You know what I'm saying? Maybe scared for their life, right? They was scared for their life. They was so scared for their life. And God told them, look, I have gave you the vision. I have told you what you had to do. And no matter if you scared, but this is what you gotta do. Mind power. This is what you gotta execute. This is who you gotta become. This is why you gotta keep moving forward. And this is why you will never be the same. And this is why things will never be the same. And this is why the world will never be the same. Y'all gotta step out. You know what I'm saying? I know it was somebody in the Bible that's like, look, man, I gotta step out. I'm scared to step out. Or they might be even just talking to God like, God, I'm scared to step out. But they knew that they had to step out. And nowadays, y'all might be just stepping out online, right? You know what I'm saying? We can do a lot of things online, right? Y'all might be stepping out online, doing something online that y'all ain't never did before. Like, look, I gotta step out. Mind power. You know? Step out on something that y'all passionate about. Something that brings y'all joy. Something that brings y'all ecstasy. Like, look, yo, I know you got an ecstasy, but this is my ecstasy. What I do right here, this brings out the ecstasy in me. This is ecstasy. For me, right? Y'all know that y'all gonna have people out there that's trying to stop you. You know that you're gonna have people out there that's trying to block you. You know that you're going to have people out there that don't believe in you. You already know. You know it's going to be people out there that's going to betray you. You know there's going to be enemies around you. You know, maybe even at one point in time, remember what I say about that one point in time. You're going to be behind enemy lines. MPE. Maybe this has already happened, right? Maybe you was already behind enemy lines. But maybe this is something that's going to come up where you're going to have to be behind enemy lines because maybe people want to avoid consciousness, or maybe people don't want to be conscious of their consciousness. Maybe people don't want to execute their consciousness. Maybe people don't want to change their consciousness, don't want to change their mindset, don't want to change. And you like, look, hey, I'm moving on. Who is with me to move on? Let's go on. Are you moving on? Are you willing to never be the same again? And some people, because you will never be the same again, they acting insane again. It's like, man, are you acting insane again? Or some people will call you insane again and again and again. They're like, man, there got to be something wrong with that girl. It got to be something wrong with that guy. They too insane. Why is they doing this? They ain't never been like this. I ain't never seen them like this. Do you understand that we are moving on? We are moving on. We are marching on. We not even moving. Like we moving, but we marching. I see a group of people marching like we are marching. We are marching for change. We are marching for hope. We are marching for peace. That's what we want. We want world peace. Are you about the peace or are you about destruction? Give it all or nothing. So we marching on and on and on and on. So who's about the march, right? Maybe it may happen in March. Maybe something is specific to happen in March. Maybe something in March will humble you. Maybe it's something in March biblically, it's going to happen in March, you know. Maybe in March, something is going to get you back in your energy. Maybe something in March is going to make something official. Maybe in March, it's going to be a march. Maybe in March, you're going to be a part of a march. But we thinking about we're going to march and we're going to keep on marching on. Marching on for our peace. Our peace mentally, physically, emotionally. All these. Marching on for peace. Marching on for positive peace. Marching on for world peace. Marching on for your sister's peace. Marching on for your brother's peace. Marching on for every color's peace. Or marching on saying like, look, I know I don't look like you, and you know you don't look like me, and hey, I might not believe in what you believe in, but like I said, respect is something of simplicity. Can we get some simplicity? Respect is simplicity. Can we march on for simplicity? Can we march on to make things a little bit more simpler? Can we march on? Man, so that is my message that I have for y'all, and I really do hope that y'all got some type of value out of this. I hope that y'all can take something from this, because I just poured out my heart, right? I poured out my heart, but I didn't pour out my soul. Now, I poured out my heart, but I didn't pour out my soul. And like I said, I am new to this. I'm not true to this just yet. And for those that are going to move on, march on, those that are changing from negative to positive, shout out to y'all. Those that have already changed from negative to positive, shout out to y'all. Those that were already positive and continue to become more positive, shout out to y'all. You are the positivity that we need in this world. We are the world. And if we come together, we can bring peace upon the world. And we can make a change in the world. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And I'll be busy back, baby. Peace.